Hi, everybody. This is Fancy. We're in the Game Ant Legion. I know you thought I was done with all this, but I decided to do one final, I hope, follow-up video for the three-part series, which is now a four-part series, just to go over the changes we're going to do in this nest. And then, and I see, again, I always get distracted when I get a message on my screen. So, um, these are the changes we're going to do in her nest. This is just a recap of what she needs to do. And then we're going to come back and show the difference this has made in her CP and her main troop battle abilities. So let's get at it. This is what we're going to do. And and the comments keep covering up exactly where I want to go on the screen here. So what we're going to do is we talked about getting rid of these three on the top. We're going to make all these 350. So I have her on the bottom to refer to the specialized ants page down there. And we're going to get to that next. And this is going to tell her how to do that. And then down here in the bottom section, we're going to remove this spider ant, the purple one. We're going to take that out of aid. So she's going to take that out of there. That spot will be open. Now, we could make a few other changes, but we're just going to try that first, see how far that gets us. And then these three here, she does have the ability to unlock them, but she might want to wait on that just right now until we get these top ones figured out. So right now we're going to leave that the way it is, and she'll have that option to do that after we see where we're at after resetting some ants on her main specialized ant page. So we're going to switch over to that now. Okay, and she's going to want to put her jumper into that spot in aid. This is one she's going to want to use. It has 5 stars, and it is a gold ant, which is it's sometimes better than the red ones when it has that many stars. So she's going to want to put that one in one of her main runs. The rest that she needs already are in aid. So that one, she's going to want to reset her jumper, which will include taking off that legacy to enable her to be able to do that. And then to reset that down to a level 1 so she gets all that fruit back and all of that honeydew. And then go back into the aid page and plug it in there. And then she's going to come back to the specialized ant page and put that legacy back on it. That is the right legacy there. I'm going to get into the legacies next because I did notice some changes that should be done on them as well. But that's what she's going to do there. And we're going to start with that, just replacing that one for now. And then I am going to now switch on over to her civil page, and we're going to finish up this aid section here. Before I go to the aid section, I do want to go into the rest of the resets. There are some that she does not need right now, and that would be these two purples, or three, the pavement, the Dorealis, and I can't read this one right at the moment, the E one. Heckaton. I don't know why I won't try. Anyway, those three purple ones can be reset. The P on her ADA is a possibility. She doesn't need to. It is a haste. It's possible because it does have 5 stars that it may be stronger than some others that she has that are gold. I doubt it, right? Considering that she has some decent gold ones. But sometimes they do. So in your own nest, if you have any that are purple, don't think that they might not be better than your golds. Just like some golds can be better than reds. It really depends on how much of the fostering they have done on them, meaning the stars that they have. So, because remember, those are what give you your attack percentage points and your defense and your hit points, whereas your levels give you your army capacity. So keep that in mind. Remember the difference, because there really is a big difference between the two. And then she can also reset all of her blue ones. They no longer are serving a purpose other than CP points. Um, so we would rather take them out of that lower levels, and we're going to move them up into the bigger levels, which will actually give her more CP as we go along. And then again, these can always be added to way down the road when you're done getting as much as you possibly can get out of your top ones. But that won't be for a very long time, if ever. So, okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to reset those ones, those 3 purples, all the blues, except for your civils. Don't touch anything with your civils. You want to get them as high as you can get. So we're going to now switch on over to that. And these other markings I have on here, we're going to come back to. So we're going to switch on over to her civil page now. Okay, now with all of them resets that we've done so far, we should have some, quite a bit actually, of honeydew left back now. And we should also have some fruit back. Which is what we use to do our boosts to get them from a certain group of levels to the next group of levels. So with that, if we have enough, we're going to level up all of these red civil ants up to 350. Now, one's going to take quite a bit because it's only at 271 now, but we need 5 red ants at 350. So we're going to see where we're at after that. We for sure are going to have to do that and able to get all them other ones that are in aid up to 350. So we're going to work on that. If we have to reset another ant, we will. So I will have to talk to her after she tries this and see how much. If I just knew how much we had to work with, it would be different. But until we actually do it, I just do not know. And then she also will want to get up. Now I'm guilty of this myself, but in theory, you should have all of your civils as high as they can go. So I have little stars next to those saying that they really need to get up to their 210s for their fullest potential. Because they are civil, they're always working for you. The rest you have to send out to get them, the army ants. You have to get them sent out to be able to actually do what their attributes are. The civils will be working all the time. They don't need to leave the house, so to speak. And they're giving you everything they tell you they're going to do regardless of anything. So keep that in mind, and that way you can get the most out of them by keeping them up at all times. And that's why they should be in your aid, if possible, your gold and up, since they stop at a level 210 on the purple, and they need to get up to 350. And that's what the golds will do for you, which we went over already. So I don't want to get into it too deep. But so that's what we're going to do. And then, like I said, if she needs to come back, then we will go back into the rest of those ants that we are keeping right now that she doesn't necessarily need to have high right now. Let me switch back on over. If that wasn't enough to get enough honeydew or any fruit that she needed, then on a second revamp through this, she could then reset the ADA. She could reset the flathead here as a possibility, because it is a Malay if she's doing a haste nest, but it does have 1.5 stars, so it does have a little more CP than some others. However, if needed to finish this is most important, and then any others can be added back to as honeydew allows it to be. So that's a possible reset, is that flathead, and then so that right there would be able to give us some more honeydew back. And then also a big take back as well would be this Aztecia ant. Eventually, if not now, if she gets more red haste ants, then she may want to, like, there's a hunchback spiny that is a haste, and it may be beneficial for her down the road. I can't think off my top of my head what else right now that she may not have that is a haste. But if she gets those, as long as something takes its place in its aid spot, because right now this one's already at 350, so I just wouldn't mess with it at the moment until these changes are made. And then once either this rock ant or the northern leafcutter gets more stars and more levels, then I would then for sure take this Aztecia down in a reset down to level 1, which again you can always bring back up. And if she does that, then she would have to bring one or both of these up, the rock or the northern, to be able to fill in that fifth spot on that aid section that we were talking about. So to be able to make sure all the bottom ones stay at 350. So that would be my suggestion there. Like I said, I wouldn't do it right now unless we have to, where we need to reset. And once these get to be higher stars, at least one full star, as soon as one of these, whether it be the rock or the northern, gets to one full star, then I would reset this Aztecia, and I would put that into the northern or the rock ant, the dew for it to bring them up to a level 350. As always, they are her troop type. Even though this one's a range, it's also half of a haste. So, and the rock ant is half Malay, which would be your secondary troop type to haste is a Malay. So that will come in play later when we actually build our nests even larger. So we got that going for us to keep in mind. Now, the last thing I want to talk about here is these legacies. There's a few I noticed that need some attention. Now, this amber stinger, actually, that's another one that is a possibility to be reset. Now, it's a range, so it's nothing that she's going to be running in a regular basis, but it does have 3 stars, so that's a stronger ant. Um, However, it is not one she would be using. So that's one that's a possibility to reset if you need one to grow in one of them that you are actually using for your troop type. So, but on here I noticed she has her giant ant, which again is a Malay. It's not one we're using, but she does have a specialized legacy. It's a exclusive for that ant. And she does have a fine one on the her actual giant ant, which is good. I mean, when you have exclusive legacies, it's good to have them attached to the ants they go to, whether you're using them or not. It still gives you more CP and quite a bit. So it's like 120,000. So, but what I noticed is she has the same one and the giant ant on the amber stinger. Now she doesn't want to do that because the one she has on there, that's the highest one you can get for it. So she really needs to unequip or replace the one she has on it with that one on the amber stinger, and it won't let her do that until she takes it off of this amber stinger. So she needs to um, forget the word. What am I thinking of? Unattach it from the amber stinger, then go over to her giant ant and click on the legacy of it, and it should say exchange. And she will want to exchange the one that's on there for that gold one. And that's going to really shoot that legacy point up as well. The other she's going to want to do, then she can put another one on there if she has any more. I don't know what her stash looks like in her bag for legacies, but that's definitely what I would do with that. And then the green ones, I'm going to tell you, they are barely worth putting on, as far as I can tell, and from what I've heard from others. So I just recycle mine into the better ones. The green's common, so you could take it to upgrade, for instance, any that you are running. Like she will be using her leptonogy more than likely. Uh, these are ones, any that you are using, you're going to want to have your legacy as the best you can have on them. Unless they're exclusive to a certain ant, and you're going to be wanting to look for exclusive ones for the ones you are running. Now, her jumper is great. She already has a fine one on there. She wants to, now if she gets a rare one, which is the purple, or a gold one, those will be even better. But exclusive ones are really great to be able to get equipped on ones you're running for sure. But any for that matter. And then this northern leafcutter has the green, especially once she gets her star full on here and starts running it eventually. That but even for now, she's going to want to take it off as something that is not going to be beneficial, and put it on there, unequip the green, recycle it into a better one that she's going to put on it. The Longhorn is one she's going to be running. She has a fine on it, which is good, but I would switch it out with another, um, even if it's the rock ant for now, but I would suggest rather one off of one that is not her troop type, because eventually she will be running that rock ant too. But definitely you want to get your purple, your rare, ideally a gold, which is like an epic. I think, I don't remember what they call them, but it's the top one. So the gold preferably, and then if not gold, then purple, and if not purple, then blue. And then feed any green ones or any duplicates, or any others that you don't need, unless you're holding it for one that you're waiting to get the ant on into, them to, you can feed it, like recycle it into that legacy that you have on it then. So those are the ones I noticed on here. And then let me switch on over to the next page and continue with the legacy. On the second page of her specialized ants, um, again, she has a green one here. It's okay, but if you can use it to foster, or to foster into, to better level up another, better one than a green, then you can take that one off of there and use it. You can replace this one with another that is larger than it if she has one. But again, always focus on your civils and your top 5 that you are running in your rallies and so forth. Now, this Ponerine is also a good one because it's an army and it's missing a legacy. So, if nothing else, I would move the green one over to there if that's all I had. But hopefully she has more legacies to put on that one, but it definitely needs to be filled in if it isn't, if she hasn't already done it since I had this screenshot. And looks like that's about it on them there. Okay, and let me just switch on over to the civils, and see if there's any legacy issues there. On her civil ants, she does have a green one on her Noxus. That's one you really are going to want a good one on again. So preferably blue, purple, or gold. It looks like she has an exclusive on her Metallica, and that is excellent. That's only one short from the highest, so that's great. That's really going to help her out there. And plus, it's 5 stars, which is fantastic. Metallicas are really good ones to get. Carpenter, we get, just so make a note of this, carpenters you get out of your mantis meat cave. So what I do with that one is I save them up we have to get something out of a mantis meat or mantis cave every day for our daily. In that, when I go in there, I don't get these. I just get something little. If it happens to be like honor day for some event going on, I will get an honor mark of honor out of there because they're not too much in there. Just something little, but I'm not taking away from a big chunk of my mantis meat number. Um, or mushrooms, I just get one, or water one. Just something like that. Whatever I might need that's going on, but nothing that's going to cost a lot out of it. And then when it becomes shard day, where we're doing it for an event that we need shards, that's when I'll take all that mantis meat that I saved up by going minimal all week, and I'll get all those carpenter shards that I can with the mantis meat I have left. And that really makes a difference, and that's a good way to fill in your stars fast once a week. So don't forget to do that, and you'll help yourself out in several ways because you'll also get some really good points boost off of doing that for your shards. And so it looks like she needs to add one to her gardener. I'm not sure what she has on her doorkeeper. It looks like it's an exclusive of something. So she might want to check that one on her doorkeeper and see what which one she has on there. If it's one she can use on one of her ants, she should. I don't know the shape of it offhand, uh, what it looks like. But whatever it is, she should put it on what it needs to go on. So because it is a decent one, it's a fine version of it, and an exclusive gives you extra um, things than just these general looking ones like on this carpenter, or the meat ant one, like those are just for anything. You can put them on anything. These exclusive ones, like on the Metallica, they're shaped like the ant they go on, and they'll say what they are, and those give you exclusive benefits just for that ant, and really helps you out with CP and attack and all that stuff. It's like fine tunes it even more. So definitely would want to find out what that one is, and if you have it, put it on. If not, you want to hang on to it. Don't recycle it. Keep it in your bag, and when you do get the ant, make sure that you put it on that one. I think that's about it for this one. So I think we got everything talked about. So that should sum up everything she's going to do to this nest. I did ask her to take a before picture, snapshot of her CP, of her current run, and then once we get this situated where all this is taken care of and she has her new setup, the changes that this has done to her nest. And I think you're going to be pretty amazed that just these few little tweaks, how much it's going to really give you an edge when it comes to those predator nests, uh, predators, and really anything when it comes to conquest. I mean, attacking other nests. It's really going to make a difference for you, and in addition to your main CP. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope it has helped you. I know it isn't like completely your nest, but maybe you can apply this knowledge to your own nest and be able to get it where you need it or want it to be. And if you have any questions as you're doing yours, feel free to shoot me a comment, and I try to check them as often as I can. It might not be like immediately, but I'll do my best. And if not, in the meantime, maybe somebody else could answer it for you. But go ahead and put it on there, and doing so, you may help somebody else as well that has the same questions that I might not have touched on, or your individual uh, uh, your individual nest question that pertains to you. So thanks a lot. You are appreciated. Please follow me. I really appreciate all of your follows and all of your watches, and I appreciate you guys letting me know that you watch my videos, and I hope they help you out. I really want you to succeed, and I'd really love if you came and succeeded with us. We are a smaller alliance right now. It doesn't mean we want to be. So we are recruiting. We had some changes, even though we're small, doesn't mean that we are not experienced. I have played myself for almost a year now. It's not as experienced as some players, but I have been with several, if not many, of our players for about the same duration um, in the same alliance, and so, or at least we have jumped alliances together and for just a short period of time, and then reestablished our original alliance again in a new state. So we've been here a while now, and we're recruiting. And if you are interested, I would hope that you would reach out to us because we would love to have you. And again, if you are not a big nest, that's no big deal. We'll happy to help you out. Come on over, and if you don't know how, we can walk you through that. And we got a place for you, and we'd like to grow with you and have you grow with us, and hopefully stay with us a long time and help us get bigger. And we're really active in our events and different things like that. And we're a friendly group and happy to help. So anyway, if you're interested, let me or our recruiter V007 know, and we'd be happy to send you something and get you all settled in. Talk to you later. Bye.